An Israeli airstrike has killed a Lebanese journalist and wounded another while they were reporting near the border with Israel, according to officials, rescuers, and their employer. Lebanon's Civil Defense Agency said the body of journalist Amal Khalil was recovered after a strike targeted a house in the southern town of al-Tiri. Her employer, the Lebanese daily newspaper Al-Akhbar, also confirmed her death. Lebanon's information minister Paul Morcos said Khalil was targeted by the Israeli army while carrying out her professional duties. He described the targeting of journalists as a grave crime and a violation of international humanitarian law. Earlier, Lebanon's health ministry reported that Israeli strikes in al-Tiri had killed 2 people, wounded journalist Zainab Faraj, and left Khalil trapped under rubble. Faraj was later taken to hospital. A Lebanese Red Cross official told AFP that rescue teams were able to reach and extract Faraj but could not reach Khalil at the time. They withdrew after a warning strike. Ambulance teams, escorted by the Lebanese army and supported by heavy equipment to clear debris, later entered the town to search for Khalil. According to local media and journalists in southern Lebanon, rescuers were able to access the area after several hours and made contact with the 2024 ceasefire mechanism and the United Nations Interim Force in Lebanon, known as UNIFIL. Khalil was a veteran correspondent for Al-Akhbar and had consistently reported from southern Lebanon, covering both the war that began on March 2 and the earlier conflict between 2023 and 2024. Zainab Faraj, who was injured in the strike, is a freelance photographer who frequently worked alongside Khalil. The Israeli military said it had identified 2 vehicles in southern Lebanon that had departed from a military structure used by Hezbollah. It said the individuals were considered to be violating ceasefire understandings and posing an imminent threat. The Israeli Air Force then struck one of the vehicles and subsequently targeted the structure from which they had fled. The military acknowledged reports that 2 journalists were injured in the strikes but said it was not preventing rescue teams from accessing the area. The Committee to Protect Journalists expressed outrage over what it described as the apparent targeting of Khalil and Faraj. According to the organization, Khalil was last heard from at approximately 4:10 p.m. local time, when she contacted her family and the Lebanese military. The group said repeated strikes on the same location, the targeting of an area where journalists had taken shelter, and obstruction of medical and humanitarian access constituted a serious violation of international humanitarian law. It held Israeli forces responsible for endangering Khalil's life and for the injuries sustained by Faraj. Lebanese Prime Minister Nawaf Salam also condemned the killing, calling the targeting of Khalil and the obstruction of rescue efforts a blatant war crime. He said that attacks on media professionals in southern Lebanon while performing their duties could no longer be seen as isolated incidents, but rather a pattern. Salam added that Lebanon would pursue these incidents through relevant international tribunals. The incident comes as Lebanese and Israeli envoys are scheduled to meet in Washington for a second round of talks aimed at extending a fragile ceasefire, even as violence continues in southern Lebanon.